I didn't want to be a rock star, and I didn't want to be a movie star. No pictures, please. I wanted to be a health-based culinary expert, a cook star, and so can you. Hi, I'm Remmi. Today on Cook Time with Remmi, we're gonna prep and cook one of my favorite dishes called winter salad and butternut squash. Okay, first things first. The number one rule on Cook Time with Remmi is that you always check with your parents or an adult before you start cooking. Next, it's very important to wash your hands before you start cooking. Okay, let's get started. Today, we're making winter salad with butternut squash. I love eating winter salad with butternut squash because the flavors in this dish are like fireworks in your mouth. They're so fresh. The next thing we need to do is get our cooking pots, pans, and bowls. We also need to have the ingredients used to make winter salad with butternut squash. For this dish, you'll need to have butternut squash, strawberries, romaine lettuce, some spinach, green onions, dried cranberries, almonds, some olive oil, some parsley, your favorite Italian salad dressing, and of course some salt and pepper. Did you know that summer squash is low in calories? George Washington and Thomas Jefferson were enthusiastic squash growers. First, we're going to prep our butternut squash. And our butternut squash is cut into about 1-inch cubes. And you're going to preheat your oven to about 400 degrees. The butternut squash in this dish, the color really pops out because it's orange and it's really fun. Okay, let's get the whole bowl on here. Now, we're going to drizzle it with a little bit of some olive oil. I'm going to get some on each piece, that way to get a little nice crispy in the oven. Now I'm going to add some salt and pepper. Now, let's go take this to the oven. We're going to put this in the oven for about 15 minutes. And remember, before you use an oven, you should always have parental supervision. The butternut squash turned out great, as you can see. So now we're going to add our spinach and romaine lettuce onto our platter. Next, our romaine lettuce. And so this salad is sort of like a layer salad. Now we're going to add our butternut squash. And I love butternut squash. It tastes great and it looks great. Now I'm going to add one of my favorite fruits, some strawberries. Next up, we're going to sprinkle some dried cranberries on our salad. Sprinkle these everywhere. Now we're going to add our green onions. Now we're going to add some toasted almonds. Now we're adding our fresh parsley. And then we're going to add Italian salad dressing. And remember, you always want to add your dressing right before you serve it so your salad doesn't get soggy. And there's a lid on there. And then you have your beautifully layered winter salad with butternut squash. When you're cooking, it's always very important to make sure your ingredients measurements are right. The cooking ingredients you use should always be as fresh as possible so your food tastes the best. Remember the cook time rule? You should always have all 5 food groups when eating at each meal. Cooking is fun, and the food you make should taste good and be healthy for you. This salad is one of my most healthy and one of my most tasty dishes. It has 3 superfoods in it: strawberries, almonds, and spinach. Well, what are superfoods? Superfoods are foods you try to eat every day. Now, let's taste this yummy looking thing. 2 thumbs up. Butternut squash is perfect in this. Thanks for hanging out with me on Cook Time with Remmi. See you next time when we'll be making strawberry banana sandwiches. Bye! All kids should lead a healthy, active, and nutritious life. And and we all play a role educating young people about healthy choices, including the 16 million children at risk of hunger in the U.S. Join me and Sodexo to help raise awareness about the 1 in 5 kids who are at risk of hunger by visiting an online youth action center at www.nokidhungry2.org. Before you use an oven, you should always have a parent George Washington. It really makes the color. Anybody want squash? Pass? Psh.